Are they kidding me? Seriously, cable, you're charging me to rent a modem? $5? Alright, cell phone bill. Seriously, 25 cents Federal Universal Fund, 27 cents state telecom excise tax, regulatory programs and other fees, $3. Nickel and dimed here. Alright, now my electric bill. Merchant function charge? $1.18? What's that all about? A fee that they can charge so that they can help collect uncollectible accounts? I tell you, if you feel like you're getting nickeled and dimed in life, you're in good company. Even when I want to go to the movies and buy my tickets online, I gotta pay a convenience charge of $2 to $3. You know, when I stop and think about all the different fees that all these companies charge me throughout the year, I could probably take a Caribbean cruise somewhere. Seriously. And when it comes to cryptocurrencies, we know that with Bitcoin there are minor fees associated with sending money to and from different wallet addresses, and that's unavoidable and is part of the way Bitcoin has been built. But there should be no reason why you need to pay a fee to get your money converted back into cash and sent back to your bank account. In fact, I'm going to show you a technique, and it's not that difficult, where you will pay zero, I repeat, zero fees to sell your Bitcoin back for USD or whatever currency and send it back to your bank account. Let's see how we can do that right now. But before I show you how to cash out your crypto and send it back to your bank account for free, we need to go through the process of how millions of us are doing it right now through Coinbase. Now, if you click on Coinbase, let me log in right now. Let me put in my two-factor authentication. Now, for the vast majority of us who have Coinbase accounts, we've been sending back or cashing out our Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies back into our local currencies, whether it's USD, Euros, Swedish krona, you name it. And we've been sending it back to our bank accounts. But we've been hit with a 1.49% fee anytime you sell your Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies back to your local currency and then transfer it to your bank account. For example, yesterday I sent this amount of Bitcoin right above me here. Let me just click on that. 0.045531 BTC, or in today's value, around almost $500. I'm going to copy that. I'll explain why in a moment. Now, if I want to send that amount of Bitcoin and cash it out back to my bank account, I need to go through this particular process right here. Click on the buy and sell button. Click on the sell tab over here. And in the BTC wallet, sell from my Bitcoin wallet to my bank account. I need to put in the amount of Bitcoin. I'm going to paste that number that I just copied. And right now it's worth about $500. Now, if you notice, I'm not getting $500.60. I'm only going to get $493.14. Why? Well, because this $7.46 represents a 1.49% fee. This fee is what Coinbase gets. This is how Coinbase makes money. They get money. They make money from buying. When you buy cryptocurrencies from your local currency to into Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or even Bitcoin Cash. And they make money when you sell it back to your bank account. But wouldn't it be nice to avoid those fees altogether? Yes, there is, but it's a little more complicated, and it revolves around a company that Coinbase owns called GDAX. Now, before we get into GDAX, you shouldn't feel bad that you are avoiding paying Coinbase any of those fees at 1.49%. Why is that the case? Let me show you. If you look at this article here from Cointelegraph from a few days ago, notice the headline: Coinbase overshoots their 2017 revenue goal by 66%, making $1 billion. They've made so much money that they don't even need any more venture capital funding. For a relatively new company, that is an astonishing growth rate, a 66% rate. Coinbase is making a lot of money. In fact, Coinbase is doing so well that they have over 13 million subscribers, more than mainstream brokerage house Charles Schwab. So, do you feel bad by not having to pay a 1.49% fee when you sell your cryptocurrency back in Coinbase, back to your bank account? I think not. Let's get back to selling that cryptocurrency for free. Fair warning, GDAX can be a little more complicated than using Coinbase. I like to think of GDAX and Coinbase like the movie Twins. You know, that movie Twins, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. They're like supposed to be brothers. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the smarter, more intelligent, stronger brother, and Danny DeVito is kind of like the leftovers. And I'm not saying Coinbase is like the leftovers or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm trying to make a comparison between the power of GDAX compared to the simplicity of Coinbase. Okay, let's now sign into GDAX. You click on the sign in button right here, and it gives you this, it prompts you here, sign into your Coinbase account to authorize GDAX. So basically there is nothing you need to do now other than to have your Coinbase account credentials. Now, if you already have your Coinbase account credentials saved in your browser, you're not going to have to copy and paste anything. You just click in sign, and that takes you to the GDAX interface. Now, once I've entered the two-factor authentication, it takes me right to the GDAX interface. You're like wondering, whoa, this is like, right out of the Matrix here. What's going on? It's like order book, price chart, trade history. You're probably thinking, man, get me out of here. Okay, for all you veteran crypto traders out here and GDAX experts and coin exchange experts, you might be thinking and later writing in the comments, man, Crypto Robert, you are such a noob. Don't you know GDAX yet? And I'm like, man, take a chill pill. This is not for you, this tutorial. This is for all the people who don't know what GDAX is. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get back to what I'm trying to accomplish here. I do want to say that first and foremost, this is not a soup to nuts tutorial on everything GDAX and how to sell and buy cryptocurrencies and all this kind of stuff. This has a very limited purpose, this video, how to sell your Bitcoin back to your bank account for free. Let's start that process right now. The first thing I need to do to send my money back or to sell my Bitcoin back for cash and send it to my bank account for free is that I need to bring that Bitcoin I sent to Coinbase yesterday into the GDAX platform. And it's really simple to do. Basically, you click on the left-hand side over here into the deposit button, and that brings up this deposit funds box. There are 4 primary ways in which you can bring funds from an external source into GDAX. For example, there's the bank account method where you have already attached that bank account in your Coinbase account. In this case, my bank account here is already attached to Coinbase, and I would just basically enter the amount and deposit funds and wait a few days, and then those funds would be deposited into my GDAX account. Also, there is the bank wire. That takes a little bit longer. Not going to bother with that, of course. The next method is the Coinbase account. I'll talk about that in 1 second. I just want to briefly talk about the Bitcoin address. You can basically use this address right here to send from any external wallet, your Exodus wallet, your blockchain wallet, whatever wallet that you might have, and send your Bitcoin directly into GDAX. But for the purposes of this tutorial, and to show you how easy it is to get money from, or Bitcoin from, Coinbase into GDAX, I'm going to click on the Coinbase account, and this is really, really cool. So right now in my Coinbase wallet, there's this amount of Bitcoin, 0.046935. I have a little bit more Bitcoin in there than I actually want to send back to my bank account. The exact amount of Bitcoin I've already copied in my clipboard here, and I'm going to paste that in there. So I want to actually just bring in the 0.045531 amount of Bitcoin, which is roughly around $500 right now. So once that's in there, and once I see the source, it's taking it from my Coinbase wallet, and this is the exact amount, I'm going to click on Deposit Funds. And you're probably wondering, how long does it take to send that money from Coinbase to GDAX? Well, once I click the deposit funds button, it's instantaneous. So I'm going to do that right now. You have successfully deposited that amount of Bitcoin. How do I know? To verify that, I click back in the balance, and I see the Bitcoin balance right here. Okay, now that I have my Bitcoin in the GDAX platform, you might be wondering, how am I going to send that back to my bank account? And how can I avoid paying any fees like I would with Coinbase? Now, this next step might seem a little confusing, but I promise you I'm going to break it down into bite-sized nuggets. What we need to do, actually, to basically send that money to our bank account is to first create a sell order, okay? Now, how do we do that? Again, in this left sidebar here, what you need to select is not the buy, but the sell button, okay? And before we do anything else, we need to also make sure something else is clicked. We need to make sure that the limit is clicked. Now, you're probably wondering, what is sell, what is limit? Well, sell is very easy to explain. When you sell something, you're taking your Bitcoin and you're creating a sell order. But you don't want to have it as a market order, because if you leave it as a market order here, you actually are going to be paying a fee. The only way to avoid paying a fee in GDAX, so that there are zero transaction fees whatsoever, is the limit order here, okay? Now, what is a limit order? When you set the sell order to limit, you're telling the GDAX system to only sell your Bitcoin for a specific price, at or above a specific price, not below. In that way, you're not losing any money during the process of selling your Bitcoin back to your local currency. So in summary, using this method of sell limit will make sure that you're not going to get hosed when you sell your Bitcoin. One of the last most important things before we create the sell order is to make sure that the execution here in the side, again, side left here, is set to post only and not allow taker. Why must it be set only to post only? Because if you don't set it to post only, you're going to incur a fee. And since we want zero transaction fees, we must allow it to post only. And what is post only? What is the definition of post only? Well, with post only, you are going to ensure that your entire order, not part of it, but the entire order is in the order book, that when it sells, that it's selling in its entirety, not partially. Okay, now with all that out of the way, we've got the sell order in place, post only for the execution. We need to bring down that Bitcoin into the amount section right over here. So how do you do that? Really simple. You just click on the BTC amount, and it's going to pre-fill that right there. But the limit price, this is super, super important, folks. You need to put the price, whatever the last traded price of the Bitcoin, you need to put that in the limit price order. If you put that price too high, you're not going to sell your Bitcoin back to cash. If you put the price too low, you're going to be shortchanging yourself. So right now, the last traded price of Bitcoin was 11,000. I'm going to put in 11,990. Excuse me, 11,090. I'm going to see if that actually sells. So I look it over, I give it a once over, and as soon as I click on place sell order, it's also giving me a little bit of a total here. I should expect to get about $504.94, which will all be mine completely, not shared with Coinbase in terms of a fee at all. Let me click that place sell order right now. All right, it's creating the order right here. It's open, and usually it takes about a minute or two. So I don't expect that sell order is going to be live very long. I can see it right here. It's blinking, and it is filled and gone. That took less than a minute. So the next step is, how do I get that $504.94 sitting in the balance here, the USD balance, back to my bank account? Well, there's one extra step you need to do. You actually have to click the withdraw button. Click on withdraw and click on bank account. And remember, whatever bank account you have attached to your Coinbase account is going to show up here in the withdraw funds. So I'm going to click on 504. I'm going to type in 504.94, and I'm going to get my two-factor authentication code. Once I have that in there, now I'm just going to check everything out and click on withdraw funds. Withdrawing. Withdrawn $504.94. Now you can see if I click the X out of here, the USD balance is 0. Now I'm going to get an email from Coinbase letting me know that this is on my way back to, or it's on its way back to my bank account. Here in my Gmail account, it says a withdrawal of $504.94 has been started. And on January 24th, it gives you the details, the exact time, and you can also view the withdrawal. And when you click on this button here, it will actually open up your Coinbase account. And in Coinbase, here is the withdrew funds. So I can see that in the overview page here. How long will this take to get back to my bank account? Well, I sent some money yesterday back to my bank, around $992.53, and that took less than 24 hours. So you'll get your money back very quickly when you're sending your money from GDAX to your bank account. And also Coinbase is getting pretty quick too, but I think with GDAX it's even a little bit faster. Now, again, these were no fees. So you can see this is the exact amount. If I click on this, there's no fees anywhere. There's no fees associated. So zero fees. You know, it's a good feeling to not have to pay any fees. And that might be one, you might be thinking, well, 1.49% is not a lot of money. But you know what? Over time, all these fees add up and they just take away your money. So if there's a program or a situation in which you can avoid having to pay fees, it really is worth going to the extra effort. And you're not going to make Coinbase any poorer. They're doing fine. They are a billion-dollar company, and very few people are actually going to be doing this with GDAX. Even after this tutorial, GDAX is a little much for a lot of folks. Oh, one more thing. Once you can't actually be logged into GDAX and Coinbase at the same time. So actually I have to log out of Coinbase so I can log back in to GDAX. You can't actually be logged into Coinbase at the same time logged into GDAX. So I had to log out of Coinbase and log into GDAX. It's a security feature, which is fine. Again, a lot of people are not going to be using this method to send their or sell their Bitcoin back to their bank account for 0 fees. Why? Because it is a little more complicated. This is really more for the advanced user. So if you're just starting out in cryptocurrencies and you're more comfortable with the nice user interface of Coinbase and its simplicity, then stick with Coinbase. After you've been doing this for a while, and a lot of people have been doing this for 3 to 6 months, using a service like GDAX or getting involved in buying and selling cryptocurrencies with trading platforms like GDAX and others is a lot easier and a lot faster, and you'll be able to save a lot of money. So in the future, I'm going to be doing more videos like this on GDAX and other trading platforms. So I'll be able to take some of the knowledge that you've already have on cryptocurrencies and build on that, so you can become more proficient and more effective in making even more money with cryptocurrencies. Well, that's it for this video. If you like what you've learned and you found that it's useful and that you're going to save money, please click the like button, click subscribe. You'll see the subscribe button below as well, so you don't miss any of my videos. If you don't feel that this video has provided you with any useful information, or you thought it was too long or too wordy, unclick the dislike button as well. I'm always willing to engage everyone in the comment section below. I like talking to everybody. And I learn a lot too, so please ask me any questions. If you want me to have any ideas you want to throw my way for future videos, I'm really open to that. So if something sounds really good, I'll make a video about it. Just please don't send me any programs to review that are absolute scams like space mining or other ones that I've been reviewing in the past that are definite Bitcoin scams. So I'm looking for legitimate opportunities. I don't know everything. I can't possibly know every single company, new companies that come out, and it's up to you guys to let me know what's new so that I can give it a nice review and share my research and and information that I'd like to provide you guys. That's all for now. Take care and have a great day, folks. Bye.